Good evening, everybody. It's about 7:30 evening, October 1st. And that's our moon. It's the moonrise. It's a full moon. And since it is a full moon on October 1st, that means by Halloween we may have a second full moon. If not on Halloween day, or it could be just before it. That means second one would be the blue moon. Yes, just like the song. Still a bit of a smoky haze. It's in my eyes it's yellow as opposed to the bright white reflection from the sun. Yes, it's the moon, not the sun. How I see it, it's visually it's about that big, but after my camera sees it that far. Don't know why the setting is like that, but so I see it that big. There's still some fires up north. I'm currently in Los Angeles area, and sequoias have been burning, so have the redwoods. Over 2,500-year-old trees gone. The grapevine, 12 vineyards that I know of had burnt. And up north in Napa. So yes, California is still on fire as of October 1st, 2020. About 2 weeks ago, there was a fire in Medford, Oregon, or a total evacuation. That's over 86,000 people. And I'm thinking it was 28,000 homes that were in danger, if not already destroyed due to the fires. How do you take care of 86,000 people? You know? All that, a whole city. How do you move them through fire? How do you get them out of there? You know, I don't know if I should say this, but here it goes. Okay, I was in college. I was in in a social class, social studies class. It's basically some social studies class, but it was a socialist instructor. Um, he had such hate with he had or has still probably of the Republican Party. He was so upset with George W. Bush's handling of the Katrina event, hurricane in Louisiana. So he was pointing out that 2 years before, or a few years before, it took George Bush, 4 days, 7 days to get help, or at least to help the people, or send FEMA. And then he pointed out that saying, just 2 months before the San Diego fires of 2008. Actually, it was 2 years. It was for 2 years that he was telling the story to his students, and he said that San Diego, the people there are predominantly white, and so they got their FEMA help within 4 hours, and that because of New Orleans being predominantly black, they got the help within 4 days. That instructor has no concept of scenario and 2 different types of ways of handling emergency situations. He's so blindsided with the fact that he hated Republicans, and him being Democrat is awful. So biased. He didn't realize that with the Katrina event, cities, towns, counties were underwater due to the broken levees, 10 feet to 15 feet deep. Some people, 2-story homes, they were up on their roofs. How does FEMA get any help to those people? And how do those people go to FEMA? They couldn't. 2 different scenarios. The emergency personnel, fire or police departments, couldn't even help their own families, let alone their communities in Louisiana. San Diego, families drove away from their burning homes. That's how they got their help quicker than FEMA. Now, then Louisiana. FEMA could not even get to the stadium in New Orleans quick enough because the storm surge, or shall we say tropical storm, high winds, if FEMA would have driven to Louisiana, their trucks would have tipped over on the highways. He had no logic, basically. an instructor, and I was here teaching him about you know reasoning for the delays back then, as opposed to what was occurring or what had occurred recently in 2010. Same thing has kind of happened today or in the last couple months. But this is what I was getting at. How do you move 86,000 people all at the same time while the roads are inflamed? It occurred in Malibu 2 years ago in 2018, maybe it was 2017. The Paradise Fire, what they called it. Anyway, there are reasons why there are delays sometimes, and he was so biased, and that instructor, he said, wow, I'm glad you pointed this out. I never would have thought of that. And it's good to know that a student could teach me. That's what he mentioned. But for 2 years, he was teaching the wrong concept of what was happening. Anyway, this is the moon. It's about 7:45. October 1st, 2020. Thanks for watching. If you like this content or like whatever I've shared, some knowledge so as to not hate George W. Bush as much, I suppose. You could subscribe, and if you want to get more updates, I'll be going to the mountains this weekend, so you could hit the bell notification so you can get immediate update. Thanks very much, and have a good day. Be safe. Bye.